Every great company starts with a problem, not just any problem, but one that stirs the soul of a dreamer, a creator, an entrepreneur. And Shopify? It wasn't born in a boardroom or crafted by a team of tech moguls. No, it started with a snowboard. In 2004, in the heart of Canada, a young German programmer named Tobias Lütke simply wanted to sell snowboards online. But every e-commerce solution he found felt broken, clunky, or outrageously expensive. So, like any determined dreamer, he decided to build his own. What he didn't know then was that this small act of necessity would ignite a revolution in online business. This is the story of Shopify, how it transformed from a humble software experiment into a platform powering over 1 million businesses, enabling anyone, anywhere, to launch their dream. But behind the success lies a tale of resilience, innovation, fierce competition, and invaluable lessons for anyone who dreams of building something that matters. Let's dive deep. 1. From snowboards to software. How a small problem sparked a billion-dollar idea. Tobias Lütke didn't set out to create a tech empire. When he and his co-founder Daniel Wienand launched their online snowboard shop, Snowdevil, they simply wanted a better way to reach customers. But the frustration with existing e-commerce tools led Tobias, a skilled coder, to take matters into his own hands. He built his own storefront using Ruby on Rails, a then-new programming framework. The result was a clean, flexible, and user-friendly experience, not just for them, but potentially for thousands of others facing the same challenges. They realized quickly that the real value wasn't the snowboards, it was the platform. In 2006, Shopify officially launched as a software-as-a-service (SaaS) platform, enabling anyone to create an online store with ease. Unlike other options that required technical skills or expensive development, Shopify offered simplicity, elegance, and control, empowering the underdog. From day one, their focus was clear: make commerce better for everyone. 2. Building the dream. Shopify's journey from startup to e-commerce giant. Like any startup, Shopify didn't explode overnight. The early years were all about survival, iteration, and listening, really listening, to their users. As their customer base grew, so did the team's ambition. They wanted to be more than just a tool. They aimed to become an ecosystem. Key milestones followed. 2009, Shopify launched its App Store, allowing third-party developers to create add-ons. This move turned Shopify into a customizable platform, like a smartphone for e-commerce. 2010, Shopify Payments was introduced, integrating payment processing directly into the platform. 2015, Shopify went public on the NYSE and TSX, raising over $130 million. Investors took notice. This wasn't just a niche platform, it was a force. Throughout it all, Shopify stayed true to its roots, serving small and medium businesses, not chasing big enterprise clients. Their belief? If they empower enough entrepreneurs, the impact would be massive. And they were right. By 2020, Shopify became the second largest e-commerce platform in the US, only behind Amazon. During the COVID-19 pandemic, as physical stores closed, Shopify stores opened in record numbers. In Q2 2020 alone, revenue grew by 97% year over year. Shopify had become the invisible engine behind millions of businesses. 3. Innovation as a strategy. How Shopify redefined online business. Shopify's real power wasn't just in the tools it offered, but how it constantly evolved. Innovation wasn't optional, it was survival. Here's how Shopify stayed ahead. Mobile-first mentality. Early on, they focused on mobile commerce, knowing customers would shift to phones. Shopify stores looked great on any screen. Shopify Plus. For high-volume businesses, Shopify introduced a premium tier, opening doors to big names like Tesla and Kylie Cosmetics. Shopify Capital. They didn't just provide tools, they provided funding, offering loans to merchants based on sales data. Shop App, a consumer-facing app to track orders and discover Shopify stores, giving Shopify a presence in the consumer space. Most importantly, Shopify positioned itself as the anti-Amazon. While Amazon competed with its sellers, Shopify empowered theirs. They called it arming the rebels, and it struck a chord. Innovation wasn't just about features. It was about philosophy. Put the merchant first. 4. Challenges and crises. The tough roads Shopify had to navigate. No journey to the top is smooth. Shopify faced serious challenges, financial pressures, technical limitations, and rising expectations. In the early days, scaling infrastructure was a nightmare. Hosting thousands of stores required constant upgrades and technical innovation. Mistakes happened, downtime, bugs, customer complaints. Financially, the company didn't turn a profit for years. Critics called it overvalued, a bubble. Tobias, however, stayed focused on long-term vision, not short-term profits. The pandemic boom was both a blessing and a curse. While revenue skyrocketed, expectations soared. Shopify expanded rapidly, hiring aggressively. But by 2022, as e-commerce growth slowed, Shopify had to lay off 10% of its staff. A tough, public decision that tested leadership and morale. Shopify's stock, once soaring, dropped significantly. But Tobias admitted the mistake, took responsibility, and vowed to refocus on core strengths. Resilience, honesty, and adaptability. These were Shopify's tools in crisis. 5. Shopify versus the Titans, competing with Amazon, Wix, and BigCommerce. Shopify's rise didn't go unnoticed. Giants like Amazon, Wix, BigCommerce, and Squarespace all had the same market. The competition was fierce. Amazon's dominance in fulfillment and logistics was unmatched. Yet Shopify refused to mimic it. Instead, they launched Shopify Fulfillment Network, aiming to give merchants fast delivery options without becoming Amazon. Against Wix and Squarespace, Shopify had one edge: e-commerce first focus. While others offered website builders with e-commerce as a feature, Shopify was e-commerce at its core. Their open platform strategy, with APIs, apps, and integrations, made Shopify a playground for developers and power users. This flexibility won over serious sellers. But competition kept them sharp. Every move was strategic. Every innovation a response to market pressure. Shopify didn't just survive the competition. It used it to fuel growth. 6. Global impact. Empowering entrepreneurs around the world. Beyond numbers and profits, Shopify's real success lay in impact. By 2023, over 1.7 million businesses in 175 countries ran on Shopify. From solo artists to global brands, the platform became the foundation for dreams. Shopify democratized access to commerce. You didn't need VC funding or a dev team, just an idea and a laptop. This shift empowered a new generation of entrepreneurs. In developing countries, Shopify stores gave local artisans a global market. In the West, it enabled creators to monetize their passions, music, art, fashion, with ease. Even during global crises, Shopify merchants showed resilience. The platform provided lifelines for small businesses, keeping them alive when physical shops closed. The numbers told one story. The lives changed told another. 7. Lessons from Shopify. What every entrepreneur can learn from their story. Shopify's journey isn't just about commerce. It's about vision, grit, and relentless service. Here are lessons every dreamer can take. Solve a real problem. Shopify wasn't built for glory. It was built out of need. Great businesses serve first. Focus on the user. Every innovation at Shopify started with merchant needs. Listen, adapt, serve, think long-term. Profits are important, but vision sustains you through storms. Own your lane. Shopify didn't try to be Amazon. It became the best Shopify possible. Empower others. True success lies in enabling success for others. Tobias once said, "I wake up every morning and I want to build the future I want to live in." That mindset built Shopify, and it can build your dream too. The power of starting small and dreaming big. From snowboards to software, from a personal frustration to a global movement, Shopify's story is proof that anyone can build something world-changing with the right mindset, persistence, and purpose. In a world obsessed with scale and speed, Shopify's journey reminds us that depth, service, and authenticity win in the long run. So, what's stopping you from starting your story?